Pivot tables have a good, clear design. Still, you want to make sure your pivot table is as readable as possible. The trick is to not add available features at random, and to ensure that you provide enough functionality and to remove clutter whenever you can. Often, a well-constructed pivot table can draw attention to issues and help springboard solutions. My pivot table is finished, but I think it could be easier to read. To begin with, I'd like to show the subtotals at the bottom of each group. To do this, simply select the pivot table to bring up the Pivot Table Tools Contextual tab. Select the Design tab and go to the Layout command group. Here you can choose to hide or show subtotals or grand totals. I'll select subtotals and show all subtotals at bottom of group. That's very helpful. I can also choose to hide or show just the row or column totals. I'll hide row grand totals by selecting On for columns only. I want to keep row headers and column headers selected, and I'll choose banded columns, which highlights every other column. This is a very simple change, but makes a pivot table much easier to read. I'm also going to apply a preset style to save time and give the pivot table a more polished look. I can expand my options with the More button, and Excel shows me a live preview, which is very nice. I select a preset style, and that looks good. I'll also format the data as currency, using the task pane to change the value field settings of the values area. I'm going to format this data as currency with 0 decimal places. Be aware that all corresponding values will be formatted. This is a quick way to format your values without having to select individual cells or ranges. With just a few simple steps, my pivot table is looking much better. I should save my work. You've learned how to format your pivot table to make it more professional looking and easier to read.